has successfully runs and drives, but it's not quite ready for off-road yet. Gavin, what do we need to do to make that happen?
We got to put these bump stops on the Miata. It's going to be tricky because no one's ever done that to a Miata before. These bump stops should do a really good job to smooth the transition when we take off and land from jumps to keep the car from bottoming out so aggressive. The game plan is to have our bump stop just behind the shock, just like that. We're going to use roughly the same area of the frame that the original shocks bolted to, so it should be stiff. And we've already got a nice big thick plate on our A-arm.
Our front tire doesn't quite clear the unibody of the car, so I think we have to do some bashing.
It's only at full bump, and it's just this little bit when we're turning. We've got clearance. It spins perfectly. You have just the right amount of fitment.
We're about ready to start mocking up our bump stop. Something about like that.
That's a pretty ingenious mounting solution.
You stare at something long enough, you'll start to hallucinate. And then after a little bit of time, a good idea appears. It's that simple. Now we just have to mock it up and see if everything fits. Well, this is why we mock things up. I've got to make this guy much shorter for this idea to work. First test of the bump stop travel.
Wow.
Look at that.
Nailed it.
Woo!
That's so sick. Nice job. That's freaking awesome.
Couldn't be more perfect.
Got the other side all bashed in, and it's spinning freely.
We have our rear suspension totally done, and by the end of this video, we'll be testing it off-road. We've got the bump stops and limit straps installed, and our massive kings.
We got trophy truck external reservoirs. This thing looks so good.
No Baja vehicles complete without a light bar, so we're gonna solve that problem. Oh yeah, dude. Something about like that. We might be able to get 6 on there. In the proud tradition of fabricators everywhere, we got distracted by shiny new toys instead of working on the hard things that we don't want to work on. Stay. Stay. Alright. I think we can definitely do all 6 though, which is exciting. Also in the grand tradition of off-roaders, we're using way too many lights. This is obscene, and I'm here for 100% of it.
The Mint 400 isn't even at night, it's 100% in the day.
Boys, look at this thing.
Yo.
It's a safari beast.
We're gonna end up building a little cage, trophy truck style, that goes around each light and kind of frames out the front.
Got the driver's door put back on. Oops.
I'm very worried about that.
You guys will be shocked to learn that the car is now street legal. We have brake lights, turn signals, license plate.
Coming soon to a Cars and Coffee near you.
We're getting a skid plate.
That is a skid plate.
That looks good. And the light bar. Look at this thing. It's so safari.
I'm really pleased with it. For like a half day's worth of work, that buffed out really nicely.
It's so trophy truck, I love it. But it's also a soft, silly Miata. This is my favorite thing ever. We are moments away from the first off-road test drive. I can't wait. We got our buddy Trey here for the first look at the Miata. Let's give you a tour.
Yeah, you guys are doing awesome. How much of a pain was all of this?
It was a lot of a pain. I can tell you for a fact, it was a lot of a pain.
I'm sure you're bent over. I'm sure you're gonna be way safer. All I know is I watched your video of you rolling the other Miata, and I was like, I'm so glad he's safe. This came to me as a completely stock 5.3 LS.
Jeez, dude.
And it's a D1 Pro Charger on E85, and we're estimating it's probably around 800 horsepower right now. Makes all the torque all the time. I'm cautious when I drive it, but I also, I gotta test the car. So.
Let's go do some testing.
Have you ever just sat in a car and thought, I'm in danger? That's what this is. This is amazing. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was like half throttle maybe.
You guys, I am so excited. The moment we've been waiting for months is finally here. We get to do the first off-road test of Off-Road Miata V2.
Dylan and Gavin have lost their freaking minds. Let's check it out, baby! What the hell do we got here? It looks so proper, Ty. It looks so proper.
This is the best off-road Miata that's ever been built.
How many times have you guys drove it?
We drove it around the block once.
What's the plan today?
Send
We
it.
gotta
I
see
don't
what
know.
Send
happens in
it,
some
dude.
game.
He said send
We
it.
gotta
Oh, dude,
see-
we can do some sending.
we
Then
gotta
sending
do
can be done.
It's very much a work in progress. We still got a lot to do, but we wanted to come out and we got to do some test driving, right? This is the greatest car of all time. We've built a monster. It's unbelievable. It was so perfect. So perfect.
How's the drive compared to the other one?
Infinitely better. There's no comparison.
That is a very happy boy inside that car.
With me, I'm a star. Brand new keys to the car. When I boss, they came in the czar. I'm so high, so addicted to me. I'm yelling queen of a
Was I on the rev limiter? He said.
co-star. Gotta do it, I'ma do the most. They pay to see a show. Got the sauce overflow. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most.
Unbelievable, baby.
The thing, it feels awesome, man. Our level before was down here. It is so much higher that there's no comparison. I mean, it's a completely different machine.
It looks like all the bald eagles are flying, baby. Let me tell you something. You're letting her go, and it looks great.
All the Japanese bald eagles.
Some is
We'll
still
take
going,
it.
man. What are those? Are they like flying swans?
Yeah.
You wanna go for a ride?
I'd love to go for a ride. Don't
Let's
tell
do it.
me that. Oh, baby. Let's go, Del. Hey, don't kill me right away, okay?
Bye forever. That dude is banging on a motor with 260,000 miles on it.
Only thing I'm loyal to is building a legacy. So quick test me. Lot of commas in the
I puckered up right there, man. Let me tell you. I was ready to eat it, though. I was like, I can't roll, but I'm going to eat it still. Let's go.
Ooh, there's some steam coming out of it now.
Yep.
Pop the hood, my dude.
Oh,
Well, steam, we gotta just find out what's leaking coolant. We got a busted coolant hose just pissing out right there.
We're leaking some coolant, but overall suspension, amazing. That's the stuff that's really important. The coolant hose will take 2 seconds. What do you think?
Dude, like riding on a cloud. This thing is a bad mamma jamma, built for anything. Dill, you guys killed it.
Heck yeah.